Hi, before we get to the question that I wanted to post for you today, I wanted to show you our office where the magic happens, as Xander Perry op-ed. That is my living room. And this is what would have been my dining room. But instead, it is our office. That's how fancy we are. So Sydney usually sits here. She is our new assistant. She's only been here about 2 weeks, and she is helping me so that I can focus on making content. So updating the videos and making sure everything's current with the guidelines and all of the research and answering people's nursing questions, instead of concentrating on all the administrative stuff, like the contact hours and getting people recordings and the things that you don't actually have to be a nurse for. And let me tell you what, she's been a godsend. It's just been wonderful. And today is a Saturday. That's why people aren't here today. But over here is Chris's crazy corner. So he lives in a little bit of chaos. Yeah, he's got stuff on the floor over there. That is a painting that our daughter painted for him when she was about 6 years old, I think. I think she did a good job. But anyway, he's the one that answers the phone, and he's also the one that takes care of our website and our printing. So jack of all trades. And you see his giant monitor here, but on the other side of that is where I sit. And oh, I wanted to show you this too. Hey, these are this past week, some of the people that let us know that they passed, and we're real happy about that. We do congratulations every week. And then over here, this is where I sit, and you can see mine is the part that's really funny to me is that my old Alexander's books and my old AORN guidelines books, this is what's holding up my monitors to make them a little higher. Yeah, we're real fancy. Oh, and also, this is Maddie Dog. If you ever hear barking in the background when I'm doing the study group recordings, that's who's doing it. All right, so the question that we had is from a guy named Jeff who works at an ASC, and they were having discussion about local cases and the RN, the monitoring RN also being the circulator, and is that okay for a local case? Okay, here's the answer. So if you're doing a straight local, like you have no moderate sedation, no IV, just a little bit of lidocaine under the skin, this kind of thing, then yes, the circulator and the monitoring nurse can be the same thing. So we're looking at develop the healthcare organization's policy and procedure for staffing requirements for local only anesthesia procedures by identifying the number of perioperative RNs needed to implement the plan of care. And so it's based on your hospital policy for local only, but if you go down a little bit, you see at minimum 1 perioperative RN circulator should be dedicated to each patient undergoing an operative procedure or invasive procedure, and should be present during the patient's care. So it is okay to have a minimum of 1 for a local only. However, if you go to the moderate sedation guideline, and that in the 2024, I almost said 2004, the 2024 guidelines, I know it's on page 576 because I'm looking at it, but you do have to have 2 perioperative RNs should be assigned to care for the patient receiving moderate sedation analgesia. 1 RN should administer the sedation medication and continually monitor the patient, and the other RN should perform the circulating role. So that's your answer. If you're doing local only, you can have 1 at minimum. But if you are doing any kind of moderate sedation, 2 at minimum. I hope that answered your question for you.